Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel and welcome to your yes or no pick a card reading. If you're new to pick a card readings, let me explain how to do this. What you're going to do is you're going to just pick a card that is really resonating with you. Now, this card right here, this is number 1. This card is number 2. This one is number 3. And then this one is number 4. So really, you can even pause the video if you like. Really just look at the cards and get a good feeling as to which one is really calling out to you. Then, what you do, once you've selected your card, you're going to go down to the description box below and you're going to find the timestamp for the card that you chose, either 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then fast forward to your yes or no pick a card reading. All right? See you in a minute. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your yes or no pick a card reading. Now, before I get started, have that yes or no question in your mind. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck one more time. Okay. This is for group number 1. All right, let's get the yes or no answer to your question. What is the answer to group number 1's yes or no question? The first card that came out was the Queen of Wands. So let's put her right there. All right. Okay. High Priestess. Let's get 2 more cards. Okay. The King of Wands. All right. So now we have a court couple here. The King and the Queen of Wands. So let's get 1 more card. And the Princess of Pentacles. We have a lot of court cards here. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and talk about the High Priestess first. So let me go ahead and show that card to you. The High Priestess is kind of known as being the psychic card because she is very, I want to say, intuitive. She knows a lot. She has a lot of knowledge. When the High Priestess comes into a reading, the High Priestess can help you, resolve blocks, but these are kind of internal blocks, blocks that you're dealing with within yourself. Another thing that the High Priestess has is this star. And this star contains basically the secrets of the universe. And you can access all the secrets and get all the answers to life's mysteries by going within, meditating, and connecting with your inner self. Because your inner self already knows the answers to the questions that you're asking. So when the High Priestess comes in, she really wants you to start going within for answers. Now, the next card I'm going to talk about is the Princess of Pentacles. So let me go ahead and show that to you. The Princess of Pentacles is the princess of healing. It's the princess of blessings. It's the princess of magic and manifestation. This princess really wants us to open up our hearts and feel the light or feel the magic that life has to offer us. Another thing that the Princess of Pentacles does is she is a messenger. She is a messenger of good, positive news. This princess indicates the beginning of new opportunities, new projects, new ventures, a new job, or even a solid relationship. She signals the beginning of something new, more opportunities, something opening up for you. And if your question has to do with a relationship, the Princess of Pentacles may bring in new romantic partnerships for you. Next, let's talk about this court couple, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the mother of creation. She is the queen of fire. The wands stand for what lights you up inside. What, what creations does life bring for you? She is the mother of that. This queen is, confident, courageous, and passionate. She knows who she is, what she wants, and how to get it. She wouldn't question or ask somebody how to get something. She just goes out there and she gets it. Once this queen is committed to something, she will go forward with full determination and dedication. Next, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the king of fire. He brings energy to burn out any challenges that you have. Whatever challenge you have gets burned away with the King of Wands. He's strong, creative, passionate. He is courageous. He is the king of fire. Now, when this king comes into a reading, he brings good news, success, achievements, award, and unexpected opportunities. Now, I'm going to give the answer to this yes or no question a yes, because there's so much abundance, so many wonderful things coming in for you. There might be something coming in that you are so super passionate about. But I think here with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, when two court cards, especially when a king and queen pop out, this can signify a new relationship coming in. And with the two wands, with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, this new relationship could be passionate, fiery, sexy, all those things that you would really want a new relationship to be. Passionate, strong, all sorts of things, successful, achievement, lots of good things. And then here with the High Priestess, it's like the High Priestess is coming in to let you know, especially if you have any questions about whether this new person or if you're going to have another relationship or if you've been single for a long time and you're like, am I ever going to find this person? The High Priestess wants to remind you that you have all those answers within yourself. And all you have to do to access that information is to really meditate and go within your inner universe. When you meditate, what you do is you go inside your inner universe and you access things that you can't access when you're, just awake or when you're just sitting there working or whatever. When you meditate, you can actually get answers from your inner self, your energy body. And really, the only way to access that information is with meditating. So, again, the answer to your yes or no question is a definite yes. There's so much abundance coming in. If you are looking for that new relationship or wondering if a new relationship or if a person is going to come into your life, I definitely do see a new person. This fiery person, this leader. I always think of the King of Wands as like a businessman, a CEO, somebody that owns his own company, somebody that is very, very successful. But as the Queen of Wands, you may also be equally as successful. And then over here, it's just we just have extra abundance, extra good news. So there's nothing except positivity coming in for you with this reading. Now, I do want to get a couple messages from the angels. And let's see what the angels also have to say. For group number 1, do you have any other messages? Ooh, for group number 1. Okay, the 7 of Water, a complex decision. The need to do research, stop procrastinating. Okay, so let's see what else. Any more cards for group number 1? Okay. All right, the 2 of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, a positive resolution to a conflict. Okay, so with the 7 of Water and the 2 of Water, I'm kind of just getting more confirmation from the cards that this does have to do with a relationship or a romantic partner, somebody that you are, romantically connected to or have feelings for, because cups have to do with your emotions, your feelings, love, things like that. And I do think that there is going to be a decision that you have to make, and the universe wants you to stop procrastinating and finally make that decision. There may be more than one person that comes in for you, and instead of stringing two people along, you might have to make up your mind and pick one person. And then with the 2 of Water, that's just another sign that the relationship, whichever one that you choose, is going to continue just to blossom and grow closer. It's going to be a great relationship, and it's interesting if you are 2 water signs, because I do see a lot of emotion here in that relationship. Now, I'm definitely not finished, but actually I want to do these cards next. But let's get some more messages and see if there's any other, words of advice your spirit guides, the universe want to give you. Okay, and so the 2 messages that came out, this one says, accept you don't lack for anything. The whole world belongs to you. Yes. If you don't release the arrow, your aim is all for nothing. Aim straight and shoot the arrow. I kind of feel like that almost goes along with the 7 of Water, having to make a complex decision, but stop procrastinating, because you can't actually do anything if you don't make the decision. If you don't make a decision, then you're just kind of standing stagnant, not really going anywhere. So make that decision, take that next step, and move forward in a relationship, a business partnership, or whatever kind of relationship this may be for you. It may even be like a best friend relationship. It could be different for every single person. Now let's see what kind of magic is coming in. Okay, the Tree of Life. True wisdom in making good choices. Yeah, I definitely feel there is a decision that you're going to have to make. There's all these kind of decision cards that are coming up. So, whatever this decision is that you have to make, stop procrastinating and make that decision sooner than later. Because the universe, puts things and puts people in your path. But if you don't act on those things, they will disappear. Air. Work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. So, air would have to do with your communication, the things that you are saying, the things that you're thinking. So, if you are thinking a certain way, like if you think that like a certain person is thinking a certain way, but you really don't know, the best thing to do is to just cut to the core of the situation. Instead of guessing, instead of playing games, go to that person and just ask them what's up. Like, remember, complex decision, stop procrastinating. Don't wait along for someone else to come in to you. If you don't release your arrow, your aim is for nothing. Okay? Shoot the arrow. Now, last but not least, let's just get a couple messages from the chakra cards. Oh, we got two. All right. Okay, so the first card, your sacral chakra, your second chakra. Enjoy the journey. Let go of the outcome. So don't put too much on this relationship in the beginning. Go out there, have fun. Don't go about it like it's going to be the person that you marry and say, oh, I'm going to marry this person. Don't put that pressure on it. Go out there, have fun, see what happens. Okay, root chakra, strength. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. Yes. So definitely the answer to your yes or no question is yes. I do think that this question has to do with a person, a relationship, could even be a partnership, a business venture, something like that. But it's something that your emotions are tied into it. And you've definitely been thinking about this for a little while. You may have even been procrastinating on this for a little while. But I think what you need to do is you need to stop procrastinating, move forward, and let the relationship blossom and grow. All right, I think that was a great reading. Have a good week, group number one. See you next time. Bye. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your yes or no pick a card reading. All right, so hold that yes or no question in your mind. Just gonna shuffle one more time. This is for group number two, yes or no, pick a card. Let's go ahead and get some cards. Okay, yes or no, pick a card for group number two. So the first card that came out is the Empress. Okay, yes or no, pick a card. Okay, Ace of Swords. Those are just flipping over. Let's see. Okay, yes or no, pick a card. Yes or no for group number two. Okay, well, that one wanted to come out. So Four of Wands. Okay, and the Two of Cups. Now let me look at this. So let's talk about the Empress first. Let me just show that card to you. The Empress symbolizes nature, fertility, birth, motherhood. So you may be, wanting those things in your life right now. You may be wanting, motherhood. You may be wanting a child. You may be wanting all of those, Empress sort of things. Now, another thing that the Empress does have is a little bit of um, the High Priestess. And the High Priestess also has this star. And the star is the knowledge that you have within. You actually have the knowledge to all the questions that you ask if you go within your inner world by meditating, connecting with yourself, and getting those answers. So, one thing that this card is that it's really wanting you to go within to get the answers that you need. The next card is the Ace of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Swords is a gift of like mental clarity. It's a breakthrough if you have been stuck on something. But at this moment, the Ace of Swords is reversed. So it's like something is clouding your mental clarity. You're not really thinking clearly. Maybe that's why you aren't going within for those answers. Next, we have the Four of Wands. Actually, I like this card because it's really cute looking with those bears trying to get that fruit. But what the Four of Wands actually signifies is a completion and a celebration of something. It's like a job well done, you've completed something in your life, and now there's achievement, there's celebration, and there is reward. It's also something that you're very passionate about, right? But this card is currently reversed. Now, last but not least, we have the Two of Cups. So normally, the Two of Cups signifies a new romantic love, a new partnership, a start to a new relationship, or a relationship that can be becoming very deep, blossoming, or changing into a committed union. But at this moment, the Two of Cups is reversed for you. So, right off the bat, right now, the answer to your yes or no question is no. But I think that this could turn into a yes because I think the reason why this is happening is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has a lot to do with the things that you say to yourself. So, if you are currently single and you've been single for a little while and you're saying things to yourself like, I'm never going to find this person, or I don't deserve someone like that, I don't deserve this relationship. When you say things like this to yourself, those things can never come into your life because you're putting resistance around everything that you're trying to manifest. Now, the only way that you can change this is by locating that star within yourself, going within, meditating, and turning this Ace of Swords upright. And you have to start by just being kind to yourself, being nice to yourself, and saying nice things. Like, that person, the right person, is out there for me. And when the time is right, they will come into my life. And then I think once you start flipping this Ace of Swords upright and you really start, saying good things to yourself and being your biggest cheerleader and almost being like, talk to yourself like you would talk to a child. Would you say the same things that you say to yourself to a child? I mean, hopefully not, especially if they're not good. I hope you wouldn't say those things to a child. But, think about it like that. What would you say to a 2-year-old child if they messed up? You wouldn't tell them that they're worthless or they're never going to do that in life. You're going to say, no, honey, it's okay. You tried. Just try again. And that's what you should tell yourself in these situations. The right person will come in for you. There is someone out there for everyone, and there's someone out there for you too. So flip that Ace of Swords around, go within, and really start visualizing the person that you want. Once you start saying those nice things, go within and meditate and visualize your soulmate. Visualize the exact person that you want. Journal the exact person that you want. And once you start doing those things, your subconscious mind is also going to start it doesn't start making you do those things, but it just starts bringing you closer to the things that you want when you're kind of subconsciously reprogramming things. And you just do that with repetition every single day, meditating and then writing down what you want. So again, the answer to your yes or no question is a no. A no for right now. But you can flip that no into a yes with just a little work. Now, I want to get a couple more messages from the angels, okay, and see what else they have to say. Okay, so 2 of air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, pretending that there's no problem. Okay, so if you're pretending that there is no problem, there's no resolution. You have to acknowledge what the issue is, especially if it has to do with yourself, because no one else is going to do that for you. Acknowledge that something is going on or that something is happening or not happening, and then figure out a way to change that or to make it better. Now let's get one more card from the angels. Okay, the Hermit. The Hermit is a major arcana, and this is like the main card for going within for answers. He's I call him the Lone Ranger of the deck, because what the Hermit really wants you to do is to spend some time in quiet meditation and self-discovery. When you go within and you meditate, you visualize what you want, sometimes you actually change your mind. Maybe the person you thought you wanted, you don't actually want. So I would definitely suggest, because I do see more than one sword coming in, because air is swords. And then also with the quiet time for meditation and self-discovery, maybe this is a really good time to discover yourself and find out who you really are. Maybe you haven't been allowed to really, have that, self-discovery within yourself. Maybe this is a time for that. So, go out there, do things that you really enjoy, do the things that make you happy, go within, visualize what you really want, write it down and journal, and don't pretend that there's not a problem when there is a problem. For example, if you've been, feeling depressed, like a lot of people have, there's no shame or anything like that with going to get some help for that. Going and talking to somebody can make a huge difference, okay? Now don't go anywhere because I still have more messages. All right, it says, explore life and create your own experiences. Let go of being normal. Yeah, who wants to be normal, right? You need to go out there and create your own life, your own experiences. So like I said before, if maybe you weren't allowed or you haven't been allowed to do that in the past, now is your time. Your mind is a recorder. Let go of all the negative, unkind replays and replace them with elevated sounds. So that kind of just goes along with, what I was saying. Your mind is a recorder. Let go of the negative, unkind things and replace them with more positive things like, you got this. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake. Okay, so the chakra card that came out for you is throat chakra, vulnerability. Showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness. Also, this has to do with your throat chakra. So, speak up. We have another throat chakra card that came out. Creativity. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. Yeah, I actually have a friend who does sculpture art. And whenever she has gone through anything in her life, what she does is she turns that pain that she's gone through, she turns it into a sculpture and it turns into a positive thing. Let me get two more messages for you. So you may also be needing to speak your truth with these two throat chakra cards out. Speaking your truth, even if it's just to somebody at the grocery store, like if somebody says, "Hey, how are you doing?" You can be honest and say, "You know what? I'm doing great," or I'm not doing that great today. Be honest, open that throat chakra. The next card that came out is the sun. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So the sun always comes in and gets rid of the clouds, it gets rid of all of that stuff. And I think once you turn that Ace of Swords upside down and you let go of the unkind negative replays, this sun energy is going to come shining in for you and it's going to burn away all the stuff that no longer serves you. So the last card that came out is safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. And I love that card too. You can always use more protection when you're journeying. And that really means anytime you travel. You get in your car to drive somewhere, if you get on a plane and fly somewhere, whatever you do, wherever you travel, there are people, there are angels, your spirit guides, they are looking out for you. So I think that was a great reading. You know how to turn that no into a yes. There is a little work that you have to do, but you can do it, all right? That was a great reading. If you are subscribed to my channel, like the video, and if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment down below, and then I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your yes or no pick a card reading. So let's go ahead and shuffle one more time. Have that yes or no question in your mind. And let's get some cards for you. This is a yes or no for group number 3. It's upside down, so 3 of Cups. Okay, the World. The King of Pentacles. Oh, okay. And the 4 of Swords. All right, so the first card I want to talk about is the World. So the World is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's the last card because what this card symbolizes is a completion. This is a major completion. This is a cycle of your life that has come to an end. It is completed, and something new can come in. So basically, what happens is when a cycle is complete, it allows the energy of whatever that cycle is to move out, and it allows new energy to come in. So if this was, like a relationship, it would mean like a divorce, a separation, something like that, something really, really significant. But the good thing is that when that cycle does complete, it does allow for different new energy to come in. Now, the one thing I see here, this reverse card, this is the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups usually symbolizes happiness and abundance, celebrating, but this card for you is reversed. So it's almost like you are sad about this completion. It's like you don't see the happiness in this situation. You're not seeing the abundance. You're not seeing the opportunities, the doors that are going to open for you. It's like right now, you're only focusing on the completion. Now, the next card here, this is the King of Pentacles. So sometimes when like court cards like a king or a queen come in, that can be a specific person or it can be the traits of this card. Now, I want to say that these are going to be like the traits of this card coming in for you. The King of Pentacles is like the king of manifestation and well-being. This guy has mastered material success. He's mastered that kind of well-being. He harvests abundance everywhere that he goes. Now, the last card here is the Four of Swords. This is kind of like a mental break. And this card comes after the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, we all know, is the heartbreak card. It's the heart with the three swords going through it. And that could be, just heartbreak. It can be a third party situation or cheating or something like that. But something that weighed so heavily on your heart that you've now had to take a break. You take a break, you shut your cell phone off, and you are just, maybe you're just in bed, really taking a break. Sometimes you need to take a break. And I'm seeing here with this completion that it is really taking a lot on you. This cycle that has come to an end has taken its toll on you. But I think that there is good coming right around the corner. Okay, with the King of Pentacles, there is good still here, but it's almost like you have to access this abundance. It's not just going to come in, especially if you're just wallowing in the completion and doing this. So, I'm going to say the answer to your yes or no question, I'm gonna give this a no for right now. This is gonna be a no for right now because I think that you need to turn that Three of Cups upside down or right side up. And I think you need to get out of this self-hibernation, this mental hibernation that you've, maybe cut yourself off from the world and maybe you're not on social media right now. Maybe you have your phone on silent, you're not taking calls. But I think once you heal from this situation, the King of Pentacles also brings in healing. He's kind of like the earthly father of the deck. He's abundant, but he's kind, he's gentle. And I think that's the way that you really need to be with yourself right now. Kind, gentle. Everything is going to be okay. Your happiness, your abundance, it's going to come back into your life. But there may be some time. There may be some time that you need before you come out of this hibernation and you're the King of Pentacles again. And it doesn't have to, be for a man. This can be for a woman too. It's not specific to gender. So like I said, because this card is turned upside down and we do have the kind of mental hibernating going on here, I do think the answer to your yes or no question is no, not right now. But I think that the answer could be a yes. Now, in the future, it can be a yes. Now, I want to get a couple cards from the angels and see what other messages they have. Okay. So, the first card that came out is the King of Fire. So, says motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. All right, so you may actually even get some advice from a King of Fire kind of a person. Now, you do have 2 court cards here, but I don't think this is a court couple. I really just think that these are either attributes that you should embody, or maybe this one could be attributes of somebody coming in to help you. This King of Fire may come in and advise you and give you some amazing advice. Now, this card, 12, the Awakening, look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Now, let's say if you were in a previous relationship and throughout that whole relationship, that person never really loved you for who you were. They were always trying to make you into somebody that you weren't. Take a minute, pause and reflect. Look at things from a different perspective. Isn't it better to be with somebody who loves you for who you are? It's important to be yourself. So maybe another thing that this pause and time of reflection is a time to really rediscover who you are. Now, I'm definitely not done. I want to get a couple more messages. Okay. Surrender to the pulse that moves you towards your creative destiny. A life of great purpose. Yes. So, what really lights you up inside? What makes you happy? What gets those creative juices flowing? Maybe that could be a new business venture if that's not something you were doing before. Let go of fear through meditation. Purify yourself so you are a magnet for your true heart's desires. I actually love this message. Let go of fear through meditation. You could also be meditating in this card as well, but purify yourself so that you are a magnet for your heart's true desires. So when you go inside and you meditate, it's really important to say wonderful things to yourself, kind things to yourself, because you're a magnet for what you say to yourself. So if you don't know, now you know. If you say negative things to yourself, negative things will come to you. If you say wonderful positive things will come into your life. Solar plexus chakra. Fearlessness. Turn the worrier into a warrior. Yes, I love that. And your solar plexus chakra is where your confidence comes from, your energy comes from. So turn that worrying into a warrior. All right, heart chakra, self-love. Self-love is the most important love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. Okay, I love that message. You know, start turning that worrier into a warrior and know that you can only love others as much as you love yourself. So, how much do you love yourself? Do you say kind things to yourself? What are the things that you say to yourself? All right, so the magic message that came out is on target. Follow your ideal life path. So, I don't know if maybe you haven't been able to choose your path before, but with this completion of the cycle and something new, you can do whatever you want right now. Follow whatever your true life path is. Discover who you really are. Mystic star, harmony in the home and great friendships. Yes. So, great things are definitely all around you. And it looks like you have some great friends. So, reach out to your friends, turn the warrior into a warrior, love yourself, and get back into a super positive state of mind. And when that happens, all of these good things are just going to start flowing right to you. All right, that was a great reading. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below so I know how I'm doing. And then I will see you for the next reading. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your yes or no pick a card reading. Hold that yes or no question in your mind and let me just shuffle one more time. And let's go ahead and get some cards for you. This is for group number 4. Yes or no pick a card. All right, first card out, Queen of Swords, Queen of Clarity, Queen of Clear Thinking. Oh, okay, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands, and let's get one more card. The Magician. All right. What are you manifesting? Well, let's talk about the first card that came out, the Queen of Swords. Let me show that to you. Now, I love this Queen of Swords because she looks a lot more friendlier than a lot of the other Queen of Swords. Now, she is the Queen of Perception and Truth. This queen does not recognize excuses or when people try to justify something. As the warrior that she is with that sword, she thinks ahead, she makes plans, she communicates it, and she takes action. She is strong-willed and she cuts through confusion, fear, and doubt with her razor-sharp sword. Then next, we have the Wheel of Fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune comes in, this kind of represents change in your life. And this card always wants us to be reminded that no moment ever stays the same, nothing ever stays the same forever. And just when you're getting comfortable with something, the wheel turns, you're moving towards a different situation. Sometimes the wheel turns in the good way, sometimes it turns in the bad way, but there are peaks and there's valleys in life. And you can't be on the mountaintop all the time, and you can't be in the valley all the time. So life is a whole bunch of valleys, it's peaks and valleys, and the cycle comes in and the cycle goes. So, for example, if you've been on a cycle of bad luck, just know that when the Wheel of Fortune card comes in, that means your luck is about to change. Or, if you've done something in your life that maybe you shouldn't have done, the Wheel of Fortune will come in and you might have to take responsibility for what you've done. Now, the next card that came out is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands in this deck is breaking through karmic blocks. Karmic blocks that you have had for a long time. And something that the Ten of Wands always represents is something like this bear feeling like you've been carrying burdens or carrying like that bear around on your shoulders. You might have been feeling overwhelmed, stress, or you might be just feeling the burdens of life. This would feel like heavy weight, the weight of responsibilities, or endless responsibilities just always on your shoulders. You might have felt like maybe you weren't getting any help or you were taking things on all by yourself. But I do think that the Wheel of Fortune is coming in to change that for you, because the 10 also signifies the ending of a cycle. And so even though it's not in order like this, I think what's happening is that whatever this block was, you're finally getting through this block, and the Wheel of Fortune is coming in because it's reminding you that positivity and good things are on their way. Then next, last but not least, we have the Magician. Now, in this deck, it actually talks about the Magician having all four aces in his, like on his table, or basically in his back pocket. Because what this guy is doing, the Magician is doing, is he's creating new opportunities. He is creating a new beginning, and he is creating that by manifesting it. When the Magician comes in, he wants you to know that anything is possible. You can manifest anything that you want. So, I think the answer to your yes or no question is a yes. I think with the Queen of Swords coming in, you're finally getting rid of something that has been either burdening you or blocking you for a long time. And then the Wheel of Fortune is coming in because your cycle is about to change. All these good things are going to come in. New beginnings are going to come in for you. And it may have to do with something that you're really passionate about. Maybe this has to do with your career, your finances, or something that you really enjoy. And maybe it's been something that you've been struggling with for a long time, but this looks like it is the completion of that cycle. And these new beginnings with the Magician are coming in. So when you manifest whatever this new beginning is, meditate in the morning and visualize what you want. Then to top it off, get a journal and write down in the future tense, like you already have whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, and say, I'm so happy and grateful that ... has come into my life. It makes me feel like this, and then I am able to do this with it. And, write that down, and the more times you visualize it, the more times you write it down, the easier or the more susceptible your subconscious mind is to it. It's almost like you're reprogramming your subconscious mind by doing this over and over again. And what happens is your body or your mind starts to produce ways for you to have these things. So if you're manifesting, make sure to visualize it and write it down. Now, I do want to get some messages from the angels and just see what they have to say. Oh, okay. Those came right out. Okay. So, Nine of Air. Nine of Air. Expecting the worst. Okay, sleepless nights. Like, normally what this card looks like, it's like a person sitting up in bed and they're just thinking nonstop about something. So, one thing I can tell you is that the more you think about something, the more you visualize something, the more you keep repeating it over and over and over again, the more it's going to appear in your life, whether it's positive or negative. And if you're doing that with something negative, all you're doing is just attracting negativity to you. So you want to, flip that script and let go of whatever this burden is, whatever has been weighing you down. Let go of it, let it out of your energy, out of your aura, and allow the new wonderful things to come in. Now, Eight of Water. Eight of Water. The desire to move on. Search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. Yeah. So this may be currently what you're doing. This is what you need to do. Search for something more meaningful. The desire to move on or to let something go. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen with this cycle. The cycle is going to be completed. You're going to cut through any BS with the Queen of Swords. This Wheel of Fortune is going to come in and turn everything around for you. And all the things that you're manifesting are going to come into your life. Just stop with the negativity, because negativity is a manifestation killer. So if you want your manifestations to come to you, you have to put positivity all around it. And once you do that, you visualize it and you write it, that's when it's going to come into your life. Now, I do have a couple other messages to give to you. Okay, let's see what those say. All right. Let all distractions float by. Concentrate on things you really want. I think that's kind of almost exactly what I just said. Let this stuff, whatever those distractions are, whatever those burdens are, let those thoughts come in and let those thoughts go, especially when you're meditating. Don't play with them, don't focus on them. When they come in, just say, I'm not playing with you today, and concentrate on the things that you really want. Next, let go of all aversions. Meet every challenge and flow with life. Yes. So let go of what no longer serves you. The desire to move on and search for something more meaningful in your life. Okay. Okay. So 2 cards already came out. First card, all right. Solar plexus chakra. Confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Yes. You have to be your own you have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be your own cheerleader, because no one else has to do that for you. You have to build yourself up. Crown chakra, peace. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. Or what I like to say, in meditation, the answers will be revealed. When you meditate, you'd be surprised what really happens. And if you're new to meditating and you'd like to know some good ones, just write that in the comments below, and then I can let you know the ones that I use. And I actually have some meditations of my own on my channel. All right, successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. All right, I like that. So if this maybe had to do with your career, just know that you are going to get that recognition that you deserve, even if this doesn't have to do with your career. Pay raises and promotions, yes. Perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Yeah. like I said, I think this all these cards really have to go with this reading. You know, let all the distractions float by. Don't focus on the distractions. Be your biggest cheerleader. The motivation to keep going despite all odds. You know, good things are coming in, cycles are changing, things are manifesting, burdens are leaving. So, like I said before, the answer to your yes or no question is a yes. And I think this was a great reading. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. And then leave me a comment down below and let me know how you liked the reading. And then stop by next week for another new reading, and I will see you then. Bye.